This podcast is part of the Loosely Connected Network. Visit www.thelooselyconnected.com for more great podcast networks, Twitch streams, YouTube channels, and more.
All right, Loot Crate. Have you heard of Loot Crate?
Yes, I have, Tony.
You
but you can tell.
Okay.
Sure.
Loot Crate is. Oh, go ahead.
I want to be quiet now. Your turn.
No, I think there's a lag right now. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. I will just talk, and then you can you can chime in afterwards. Yeah, Loot Crate is a subscription box that you guys can subscribe to, and then it has like nerd gear in it, and every month there's a theme, and it's cool. And I actually just got mine in. Actually, hold on. Let me just open it right now. Give me a minute. Oh wait, I lied. I left at my house. I'm not home right now. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a surprise in the box, and even for me, because I still don't know what I got. So you guys can get your own Loot Crate by using a promo code NCFTTPod for 10% off. And do you have anything else about Loot Crate?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. All right, on with the show.
I love Power Glove.
Come with me if you want to live.
I love Power Glove.
No time for time travel.
All right, welcome to another episode of the No Time for Time Travel podcast. We are on episode 95 of the podcast for Nerds by Nerds. My name is Tony, and joining me all the way from Sweden is Kwap.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so we are a podcast, which I already said. We get a topic, suggestion from you guys, the listeners, and that's our main topic of the episode. So from last week, we asked what should we talk about, and Judge Greg, the host of the Real Hero Talk podcast and co-host of the Gamers Without Borders podcast with Nick, he suggests we should talk about who is the real Captain Marvel. So a little backstory about that is Captain Marvel from Marvel is not really Captain Marvel, but it was, I mean, yes, her name is Captain Marvel, but really she was Miss Marvel. And then before that was Captain Marvel. Yeah, and then there's also a Captain Marvel on the DC side, but his name is Shazam now. But we'll talk about that later. And then John Layola, he is the co-host of the One Track Gamers podcast, and he says, in honor of Devil May Cry releasing today, what is your favorite hack and slash game? So yeah, before we get into that, how have you been doing?
Good, man. Just been pretty busy doing personal stuff at home, and that's pretty much it. Okay, cool. How is your... How are you getting... sorry, was that?
I was gonna say, how is your social media thing going?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I get so late, like same problem as always. Is like, I always don't want to I don't want to put my step on too many social media because I'm not gonna check it all the time. Even though, like, I know you said like, switch the mindset. It's just like so much to maintain as in like I have to check what people say and stuff like that, and to keep it active because otherwise it's just gonna be like a monthly update and that's it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's still a learning process for you. I think it just takes some time for you to get used to it. So I think just maybe over the next few weeks, you'll probably get a better hang of it. I know, like, when I started doing that, it was also like, like right what you said, it's like a switch in mindset. But then once you do get that switch, then it kind of becomes easier to do it. And then you can also like kind of, I guess, block out certain time frames that is dedicated to it. So it becomes easier over time.
Yeah. I think it's just part of me, like, because before I was like my main mindset was just more of I don't want to deal with computers unless I'm at work. So it's just like, all right, I don't want to deal with social. I was trying to get away from social media as much as possible, so I don't have to be stuck. I'm glued to my phone or anything like that because my personality, I get addicted to things really easily if I enjoy it.
Yeah. So I think what you can do, I think I told you this before, but like for your social media things, you could just turn off all the notifications so that it never like pings your phone or anything like that. And then you just have like, I don't know, have like a alarm that you set that kind of just tells you, oh, this is my time that I need to check these things. And then that's it, just that moment. And then afterwards, you just go on with your day again.
Yeah, that might be good. I'll try that next time then.
Yeah. Other than that, what else have you been doing?
Nothing much, actually. I've just been trying to focus on my personal project, and that's about it. I don't really that and just like going back to climbing, and that's pretty much it. I don't do too much outside of that.
Oh, cool. So when you're climbing, I forgot. Do you do bouldering or you do that other thing? I forgot what it's called.
Top rope.
Yeah, top rope.
Top rope. Yeah. I do both, I guess. Most of the time I boulder because my other friends don't do the top rope and I need another person.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time it's bouldering.
Oh, okay. Have you found like really good venues there to climb? Are there a lot?
Yeah, there's quite a lot compared to like Vancouver. Vancouver, there was only like maybe one and a half because they split off where there's a gym specifically for bouldering and there's a gym specifically for top roping.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only do one or the other without spending too much money. But here they have like a lot more options for sure, and it's a lot cheaper.
Oh, I didn't know that they would split it up like that. Because like I think in Orange County at Center One, it's like combined in one area, so it's a little more what's it called? It's a little more convenient for people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like that's what I was used to. I mean, here they do it as well. They do. They have it combined. It was only in Vancouver that was like that. That's why it's so weird.
Huh. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I guess if I guess I'll talk about what I've been doing. Let's see. Oh yeah. So I was playing more. I think I told you this already, but I was playing more of like PS4 games because I have the PS Vita set up on Remote Play, and then I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and going through the story mode, and it's really cool to see like how they're trying to make those the cutscenes and then pull a story out of like that universe of like Marvel and Capcom being merged together, and it's kind of cool because basically it's Ultron and Sigma, and they merge together to become Ultron Sigma, and yeah. They're trying to take over the world.
That's
Sorry, what was that?
The name is Ultron Sigma.
Yes, there is no creativity in naming them.
Okay.
But yeah,
it's not even like Trust Sigma or anything. It's just Ultron Sigma.
Yeah. But all the levels though, like all the stages, they have like pretty cool names. Like let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, like New York is like New Metro City or something like that. So they merged like some worlds of the Capcom universe with the worlds of the Marvel universe. Like it's a convergence, like a kind of like dimension merging, and then they merged the names too. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool. Nice.
Yeah. So it's cool because then in Stark Tower, right, where the Avengers are headquartered, half of it is also like there's a. So instead of like Stark having Jarvis, it's actually a holographic kind of scientist of Dr. Light. And so it's like they're all like interacting as a team, and Dr. Light is like the Jarvis of that Stark Tower.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So did you beat the whole game already?
No, it's actually a pretty long story mode, so I'm pretty happy about how they did that. And they got like really creative ways with like a fighting game. So there are parts where you have to fight all of like Ultron's like minions, the minion robots, but they would come in like 2 at a time, or maybe even 3 at a time, and you have to kill like 12 of them. But it's still in like versus mode of a fighting game. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, so is it like kind of like was it Smash Brothers where they enter? You have like a minion, not minion, but like the CPU come in and you defeat like 2 at a time, and the next one's 3 at a time, and then 4 at a time, that sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. But then the gameplay itself is still like a Marvel vs. Capcom gameplay, and it's like and then they kind of change too on like how many characters you have. Like you sometimes just have 1, you sometimes don't have 2, and then their system I thought was pretty cool because then instead of doing like a 3-person team, they opted to go back to 2v2. And the mechanic is that you can switch characters at any given time. Whereas, in the previous games, you could only switch characters when your character is like free and not moving. But this one, you could switch mid-combo at any time. So that's why they kind of like took down the number of characters you have. So you only have 2 to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then it's also cool that when you choose your team, you also choose one of the 6 Infinity Stones. And then the stones, they get their own special power. It's a gauge that builds up, and you could activate it by hitting the shoulder buttons. And then whatever stone you have, you get like a special a superpower for a limited time on that. So that's pretty cool too.
That sounds so complex.
Yeah, but
Unnecessarily complex.
it's actually not that bad because the comboing system is really easy. They have this thing where if you just smash the square button, then you automatically just do an air combo, and you would just launch them in the air, and then you continue like just hitting square. It'll launch your character in the air with them, and then continue doing the combo. So they made it more, I guess, approachable for new players.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the combat system then?
It's good for
Compared to like the
casual.
old Marvel?
Yeah, it's good for casual, and I think it's not really good for competitive, and I think that's why it didn't do as well as people were expecting it to do. And they're trying to make it more like to the masses, because if you look at the character roster, it's more reflective of the popular Marvel movie characters now, versus like before it was just like based on the comics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So
Okay. It's cool.
So an example I told you about the stages of like one of the stages is that it's a world from Mega Man X, and then it's also from what's it called, Thor's homeworld Asgard. So the merged world is called Xgard. So
I mean, at least if that was somewhat creative than Ultron Sigma.
yeah. Also, like, Resident Evil, they have the group called Umbrella Corporation, and then in Marvel Universe, they have a group called AIM, AIM. AIM, that's the bad group that is against Tony Stark and stuff. So their merged world is called Umbrella, which is kind of lame.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Sadly,
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, how long is the whole storyline? I mean, story mode.
I don't know. I'm not done yet, so I don't know how much longer I have.
Is there a progression or anything? Like a progression bar that shows you like, oh, you're 50% done? Or is it just like you play until like, oh, it's over already?
I don't know if there's a progression bar. I'm sure like if I go into the screen that it saves all the cutscenes, I may be able to see a whole timeline, but I haven't looked at it yet. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
sure. Yeah. But
It's good. It makes it a little bit more fun that way. You don't know when it stops.
yeah, I mean, the story it feels like it's still a while from ending, because basically I'm supposed to try to collect all the good guys are supposed to collect all the Infinity Stones before Ultron Sigma does. So it feels like it's still a long story.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear that name, it's so hard to not cringe.
Yeah, I know. It's so bad. It's like
It's so bad.
the way they merged was stupid
It's-
too.
It's this like at least like with like in the 90s or 80s, it's the naming convention were lame, but they were trying. They're just not even trying.
Yeah, so it's funny because when Ultron met Sigma, they were like basically talking to each other and admiring each other's computer code, and then they're like trying to form an alliance. It's like so stupid. And then the merger was basically Ultron would just like, I guess, destroy Sigma and take his code and then merge into Ultron. So it was just basically Ultron that downloaded Sigma's code. So I was like, what the hell?
So Sigma is like the DLC or the patch.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah.
It's so stupid. Okay. I mean, at least the gameplay is fun, so I'm sure it's something that you get by with more or less. Something you can overlook.
Yeah. But yeah, I also been playing Spider-Man, which is like a extremely, extremely fun game. Like I could just spend hours just swinging around alone, like not even doing anything, just swinging.
Is it open world-ish?
Yeah. So it's open world, and then when you swing around, it's open world in the sense that you can swing around, but you can't do like bad things because you're a superhero. So your normal combat buttons don't work unless there's bad guys around. Otherwise, if you're swinging around and you try to like punch like civilians, you just high five them.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because like, oh man, come on! But then they don't disable the thing where you pick up something, you swing around and throw it, so you can accidentally hit a civilian with it.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Tony. I won't hit you with my fist. I'll hit you with this lamppost.
But what's really cool too is in that game, Spider-Man, he talks a lot while you're playing. So when that happens, like he'll run and he'll hit someone on accident, you just hear him say, "Oh yeah, sorry guys, I know I'm a jerk." Like, what the hell? So it's pretty funny. It's a good game. It's really good. If you ever get a chance to play it, please play it. It's like, I think it's my favorite PS4 game. So that's the games I've been playing. Have you been playing any new games?
The only game I've been playing, I think, is Hollow Knight,
Oh, how is it?
and I find it pretty fun. It's kind of like, I mean, it's like a Metroidvania thing, so it's kind of cool to just go around. It's pretty hard too. It has like the punishment of like the old 90s games sort of thing, where like if you like a Nintendo game where if you actually press forward too much and it'll overstep it and go into like the spikes or stuff like that. So it has a lot more. It's a lot more punishing in that sense, and it feels a little bit like, I don't want to say Mega Man, but it has like that sense where if you touch something, you die, or I mean, you get hurt, and you only have like it's like the Zelda-ish life bar where you get hit, lose one health or one skull, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool because then you find out like game design wise, it's nice because like each character has like a pattern, so it's more like you know what it is, and it sets them apart. The art is pretty awesome as well. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. It's not like super open world, but it's meant for you to have a explore and figure out like where you are and where to go to next. But each area has a certain, I guess, an upgrade sort of thing where you get it and you upgrade, you go to the next level that's unlocked in a previous one, so you go back and forth quite a lot. But it's kind of fun. The combat is pretty nice. I think I don't have a controller, so I play on my laptop and on the keyboard. So I get confused sometimes with the jump and attack, and now I have dash as well. So sometimes my brain would just like turn blank, and I was like, oh crap, I meant to attack. Why did I dash into the guy? Yeah. So it's kind of frustrating in that sense, but overall I enjoy it.
Well, it's also the weird thing too that your movement is now your right hand, and then your actions are now your left hand on the keyboard. So yeah. I'm actually not. Yeah, you're right. It's actually really weird. It's something like you get used to, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's set up where like all three buttons, like jump, dash, attack, are in the same row. So I'm like, oh, this is weird. It's like a Genesis sort of thing that I never used or played. Did you ever? Can you switch your controls on there, like map to different keys?
Yeah, no, you could. But then apparently, like they do it a 3-row by 3-row. Sorry, two by 3. So each row has the 3 buttons sort of thing. So they have the top. I don't know what the other ones were meant for. So I thought about making it like 2 columns of 3 buttons instead. But it feels like my fingers would move a lot more, and my left hand isn't as dexterous.
Well, I think I would have suggested just at least the jump button, just change that one to the space bar, because that's most computer games.
No, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have one button less to worry about for your fingers.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I thought about it too, but I don't know why I didn't do it. I thought I was like, oh, you know what? I'll get used to it. I did, but then every time I come back to it after a long break, I always forget which one was jump, which one was attack.
Yeah, my friend, he's a very against changing controls, because I think his mentality was if you change your controls to customize it, then every time you go play the game at your friend's house or something, you have to go customize it. So he more like learns the defaults and then stays with the defaults.
Yeah. So the faster I beat the game, the faster I don't have to put up with this key setup anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But overall, I find it's pretty fun.
Oh, that's good.
It's nice to. It's very, I guess, very straightforward and kind of basic in a way. But it's harder than most average game nowadays. So it's kind of nice. And now they have like the sequel coming out in like a year or two as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but I think this is a good game if you play on the Switch for sure.
Oh, okay. Man, ever since I set up the remote play, I haven't been playing the Switch as much.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, how many games do you have on the PS4 versus Switch?
I don't have as many games on the PS4 as Switch, but the games that I do have are like, the games that are like super, super fun for me, like good ones. Like I still play, I played God of War through my PS Vita. I haven't beaten that. And then Spider-Man, I'm about like 15% through. So playing that. And then I'm playing like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for the story mode. So those are the 3 current games I'm playing on the PS4. And those are the ones I really, really enjoy,
Yeah.
On the Switch, there isn't any game right now that I enjoy playing through. Possibly Dragon Ball Fighter Z story mode, but I haven't been doing that lately. So
But don't you have like Dragon Ball Fighter Z on the PS4 as well?
yeah, I do. So I could just go there through my PS4 as well.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned before the main reason you got the Switch was because of the portability, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, a lot of the games on the Nintendo are great if you enjoy like indie games, but if you want to play like AAA games, then most of them are on PS4 already.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a lot better. I guess it's like if you have a PS4, it might be cheaper to go like the PS Vita route and just to play your games.
Not even that, but like this past week, Sony released like out of nowhere, they just released a new app called PS something Remote Play on the App Store.
Uh-huh.
So now if you have any mobile device, you can do the same thing with your mobile device.
Oh wow! So you could just play on like a tablet.
Yeah. Or like even I think you could do it on your computer through like an emulation and then like emulating the tablet or something like that. Or I don't know if they have like a standalone app for your computer, but then if people have been like putting it through their through their tablet and then doing a Bluetooth controller. So it's like crazy. You're basically playing your PS4 on your tablet from anywhere that there's internet.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was reading this article. I searched up this article right now, but then it says, so the PS Vita is ending its production for this year or March of this year.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of sales and deals going on. So if people are interested in getting like the PS Vita and have a PS4 and want to do something like Tony does, now's the chance to get it before it's too late, apparently.
Yeah, or you could wait till eBay. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could buy like refurbished or like a secondhand one for sure.
Yeah.
Because nobody really owned one.
Oh, and speaking of which, on eBay, I got the PS TV because PS TV, they stopped producing it a few years ago. And what the PS TV is like, it's a miniature box, kind of like an Apple TV, but it's run by the operating system that's on the Vita. And the PS TV, like for example, like in the bedroom, I have the PS TV set up, and in the living room, I have my PS4. The PS TV can remote play the PS4 into the bedroom TV, so like I don't have to bring the PS4 out and in like to different rooms or anything. So that's also very useful too. So if you guys want to like set that up in your house, you should go look for a PS TV. And I got it on eBay for like $100. It was like when it came out, it was retailing $250 or so. So yeah. And
that's cheap.
It is.
That's the most console.
And what's really cool too is that I'm planning to get one more and to like put it at my parents' house. When you run your PS TV to go remote play with PS4, you can add up to 4 PlayStation controllers to it. So you're pretty much playing the entire PS4 with full capabilities at some other location. So that's really cool.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not sponsored by Sony. I just really like that. Yeah, but
I mean, like it's actually really cool that it has that function. But I don't know why. Like it never seemed to be like a big thing, right? It never seemed like a mainstream thing to play portable PS4 games, because that's been around for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been around ever since the PS Vita released. It's actually been around since the PlayStation 3 and the PS Vita, and I never used it.
Yeah. So it's weird because like the Switch, I guess like the Switch, its main publicity was like it's very portable, and so people know it for its portability and handheld. But then like the PS4, when I go to PlayStation, it's like then they know of like PS Vita sorta, but not really. They didn't really market it too much about it or advertise it too much about it.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, what was interesting too was when the Switch was released and was successful. I heard a lot of people say that its success was attributed to the PS Vita's remote play functionality, like kind of like starting that conversation of getting that portability. You know, so that was interesting to hear.
And it's pretty stable, right? The PS Vita stuff.
I have not had any issues with the PS Vita. Like it streams as if it's a native game on your system. It's nice too because you know the PS4 it outputs like HD, right? And the PS Vita it outputs only enough for its like screen resolution, so it still looks really good on the screen even though you're playing at a lower definition. So it doesn't need to stream high definition in order to look good on the portability.
That's pretty cool. Did you say that you can stream games as well, like on like Twitch and stuff like that if you want to?
Through what? Through the PS4?
Through the Vita?
No, the Vita doesn't have that capability.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Switch. Like the Vita is very similar to the Switch because the Vita was the home of like all indie games when it was released. Like everyone kept releasing indie games, and then the Switch came out, and now everyone's releasing indie games on the Switch.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, is there anything else before we move on to the news?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's move on to the news. All right, so there's a few news items. Captain Marvel is just released like 2 days ago as of this recording, and let's see. Oh, you know the show Arrow, the one that you told me to get started with, and then I got addicted, and then I didn't stop, and then you stopped like within a few episodes.
Yeah.
They announced that they're going to be ending, so that kind of sucks because I was expecting them to last for 10 years at least. So they're on.
What season are they on now?
They're on season 7, and it's been announced that they have a season 8 ordered, but only like a half season, and then that's how they're gonna end the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope they end it well, like in a satisfying way.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I think they're trying to make way because they're trying to do the Batwoman spin-off show, and I think they need to end Arrow to have Batwoman because it's another like vigilante style. So yeah, because the Flash is super powered, but Arrow is realism, right? So I think Batwoman is going to be a little too similar, but kind of sucks.
Yeah,
because Arrow started everything, the like unified TV universe.
That's true. Yeah, like I don't think I was really into like superhero like series until Arrow. I mean, there was like Smallville way back then, but then Smallville kind of just died off for me. So I didn't like
Arrow. Smallville. Smallville was
it was good for it was enjoyable for 1 or 2 seasons for me. And then it's like
yeah. I mean, the main people left the show like at season 4 or 5 or something like that. So, but so that's happening. And then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Was it the guy that plays Agent Coulson? He said that show is going to be ending soon too. Like also a half season next season. So yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was released about the same time as Arrow, I think, within like 1 or 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it also kind of sucks.
Are you still up to date with it?
I stopped a few seasons ago, but I know when I was stopping the show, it was still very, very good. I just didn't have a chance to like get back into it. But the first 2 seasons, they had like an overarching story arc. And it wasn't that good until they did the connection with Captain America Winter Soldier. After that, it kind of like died off a little bit. And then it came back and they did like mini arcs where one season would be split to 3 mini arcs like of big stories. And when they did that, it got really good again.
Oh, okay. So but you're not. I just hope like they end the show well.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Satisfying way.
Yeah, because it makes sense that they would end it too, because Marvel's Infinity War, not Infinity War, Avengers, was it Endgame? It's also coming up soon. So I think it's a good time for them to end the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. That's
true. Marvel is the last Avenger one is going to be in July? June? May?
April?
Okay.
It's going to be at the end of April.
Okay. I was getting there.
You're like waiting until I said, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Captain Marvel's released. Yeah, so and then Shazam's being released in a few weeks. And then followed by Avengers Endgame. Oh yeah, and it's was it Disney actually said that when they fully purchase, like they complete the merger with Fox, they're still going to keep the Fox name and banner. So they're still going to be releasing movies under that banner, which is kind of a good thing because if they like get rid of that banner, then it's hard for Disney to like release more like R-rated stuff.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they use the name as a brand for certain ratings.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. And then if that's the case, they can still maybe continue the X-Men series and just keep it like under that banner. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that'll be cool. They're smart.
Another news item is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, the original one. Let's see. It is going to have a. Sorry, I'm just reading this right now. It is going to have a Blu-ray release. Huh.
The one with Ooze?
Yeah. It says, I'm going to read this from comicbookmovie.com. A little over 2 decades ago, after its initial theatric release, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, finally made its Blu-ray debut last year as part of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Complete Series 25th Anniversary Steelbook Collection. But unfortunately, there was no word on a possible standalone Blu-ray release until now. So on June 4th, they're going to release a standalone Power Rangers movie on Blu-ray. It's the original Power Rangers movie. So
it's pretty cool.
Huh, that's cool. June 4th. That's going to be like right before my birthday. I'm going to buy that for my own birthday. Huh, that's cool. Man, that movie's not going to age well.
Cool.
It looks so bad.
I don't know. I'm scared to watch it.
I know, right?
I'm so scared. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Imagine that was good.
Yeah, so last year when I did the episode with Judge Greg, we watched Mortal Kombat to talk about it. And it was kind of like one of those times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I watched this like 20 to 30 times and then I'm watching it again now and it's like, oh, so bad. So I was like, man, it's still cool because it was like the first one that had really good choreography and, you know, cool music. But
yeah,
it was pretty bad. But it's so bad it's good, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's like remember when I told you like, hey, this actor that sounds like Goku, like the Mega Man character.
Oh yeah.
You sent me like the Beast War one.
Yeah.
And I watched that one clip with like Cheetor.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I used to love this show.
Yeah.
How? Why?
Yeah. So to the listeners, I think we just all made the discovery that the same voice actor voiced like Cheetor in Beast Wars and then Mega Man in the old anime series and then Goku. And they all sound exactly the same.
Yeah, the English version, the English dub version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're like, oh my god, I can't imagine. Well, I mean, I could imagine. It's kind of funny though.
Yeah, it is. It's now like I'm just imagining like Mega Man doing a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
You know what someone should do? Like find like an episode of the old Mega Man and then completely dub the entire thing with like the voices from Dragon Ball. So just replace all his like attack moves with Dragon Ball moves.
I will be actually really surprised if we just got it wrong. We assume that's the same person, but it's not.
Well, I know for sure Cheetor and Goku is. I don't know about Mega Man.
Okay. Yeah, me neither.
Let's see. Let's see. Voice Goku voice actor. I'm looking it up. Where is what? There's like so many different voice actors. Okay. Goku voice actor, and then I'm gonna put Cheetor. Ian James Corlett. Okay, so his name is Ian James Corlett, and let me check his filmography. So I'm gonna go backwards in time. So Dragon Ball Z, and what was the other one? You said it was Mega Man?
Yeah, Mega Man.
Mega Man. No matches. Interesting. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Hey, no matches. Oh no. Okay. Here, notable credits. Dragon Ball Z, Goku. Beast Wars Transformers, Cheetor. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Coconuts. And Mega Man as Mega Man.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh,
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, apparently he has a character named Coconuts.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like if you said like Sonic for some reason, I was like, okay, he's blue like Mega Man. But
No, I think the voice actor for Sonic was Jaleel White. I think the Steve Urkel.
oh,
I think so. Let me check. Jaleel White's Sonic. Was that him? Yes, Jaleel White was Sonic the Hedgehog. Isn't that weird to think about? Steve Urkel was
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
yeah. I mean that's yeah. There's the cool version, the cool Steve Urkel, right?
Yeah, Stefan.
Stephon.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any news items? I think you talked about a Mega Man-like game.
Yeah, there was like a Mega Man like game based off of an anime called Konosuba, and this was like 2-3 years ago. Apparently, I just found it in the on my thread, and apparently it's on the PS Vita.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's kind of weird, but anyways, it's pretty much you're just like a magician. But he has like dashes where he slides just like that, and when he jumps, both his hands are in the air like Mega Man,
I'm looking at
and
the
he
picture
has
right
a charge up magic attack.
now. I'm looking at the picture and level design. It looks exactly like Mega Man.
Yeah, I know. It's so
just-
funny.
It's just Mega Man. Wait, introduction and Megumin. There's a stage in there called Megumin.
Oh no, that's one of the character
Uh huh.
from the anime is actually called that.
Wait, what's the character's name? That's his name?
No, it's a girl.
Oh, okay.
Megan. Yeah, so it's like she's like a mage something. So it's like but the game concept is the same. After you release your friends from that, you kind of just learn their special move.
Uh
So pretty much you take the boss's power.
huh. So you know what's funny? I'm just thinking like, oh, we should make a game on this anime. I was like, oh, what should we call it? Or what should we do with it? Oh, one of our characters, Mega Man. Oh, make it Mega Man. Yeah, let's copy Mega Man. So,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just imagining that that's how they came up with the game style.
Man, but I think just because it's like a platformer and it's Mega Man style, I was like, oh, I want to play it now.
Yeah, I'm watching the video right now of like gameplay of it. It looks cool, but it looks cool because it's like Mega Man.
Yeah.
It also,
I mean,
but the character design though reminds me of River City Ransom.
Yes, exactly. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if Mega Man was in the style of River City Ransom and was it artwork?
Yeah. That's artworks. But the anime itself is actually pretty funny. So if you want to check it out, it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. I saw the video you sent me, so that was pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the topic of the episode.
Sure.
Topic of the episode.
All right, so our topic of the episode, there's two parts to it. One is the one from Judge Greg, and he says, what was that? Something about Captain Marvel. Hold on. Let's see.
Shazam versus Captain Marvel. Who's the real one?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, what do you think?
Well, I don't know too much about Shazam, so I don't know how to, I guess, calculate that.
Uh-huh.
Can you
Okay.
give me a little bit more story or the powers about what Shazam does then?
Yeah,
Is it
so...
the same thing with the DC version?
Yeah, so Captain Marvel is... I'm going to talk about the Marvel one first. So Captain Marvel is... The closest thing you can compare to Captain Marvel in the DC side is the Green Lanterns. So they're like a bunch of warriors, and Captain Marvel is like one of them, and she's like the human one. And yeah, you already saw the movie, right? So you kind of know. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, basically she gets her powers from aliens. I can't actually say much without spoiling the movie, so I'm going to stop right there.
Okay.
But yeah, for the Shazam side of things, it's like a little boy who just happens to be picked by this wizard, and the wizard wants to give him powers and then make him a superhero and stuff. But in order for him to get powers, he needs to say the wizard's name, and the wizard's name is Shazam. And when he says Shazam, then a lightning strikes from the sky, and then he becomes this adult superhero. And all this power is based on magic from that wizard Shazam. And that character is called Captain Marvel in the DC universe, like in the DC comics, right?
Yeah.
And I think they were the ones that, I think they came before, the Marvel version of Captain Marvel. I don't remember exactly. And then Shazam is like the acronym of like 6 like immortal elders, which is like Solomon. Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury. So he'll say that, and then he'll get that power, and then he's basically like a magic version of Superman, but he's like a kid in an adult's body. So,
Okay.
yeah. And he gets like the powers of like Shazam, meaning that Shazam, and then like Solomon is like the wisdom of Solomon, so he becomes very smart, like knowledge of the gods, right? Hercules is like strength, and then Atlas, he gets like better stamina and invulnerability. Zeus, he has control over lightning. Achilles, he has a courage and will. Mercury, he's super fast, and then he gets another teleportation like thing from the Rock of Eternity or whatever it is. And so that's the character of Captain Marvel. And later on, they kind of changed his name to Shazam. And I think it was to not be confused with the Marvel version of like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does he take the weakness as well of the gods?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay.
But if he says Shazam again, if he's tricked into saying Shazam again, then he'll lose his powers. Because it's like every time he says that, it's like a toggle.
Yeah, it's a toggle. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
But isn't I don't know too much about the lore for the comics, I guess. But is for the Marvel side, Miss Marvel, is it supposed to be like Marvel?
So on the Marvel side, Marvel was the first Captain Marvel, and then Miss Marvel took over as Captain Marvel. So I think if I remember correctly, Miss Marvel was kind of like the protege, and then like kind of the second generation of Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's all I really know.
Yeah, I guess like it's, you see, which one's the real one, huh? It's so hard because it's just like I'm just associating the name to like the brand. So it's like, well, Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel is part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
So in theory, that's the original one.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel from DC was not from DC in the original time. It was like in the 1940s. It was released under Fawcett Comics, and then for a short time they went out of commission because there was like some lawsuits pending with DC and Fawcett. So and then Captain Marvel from Marvel was released in the 1960s. So they came later.
So technically, it's DC.
Well, DC eventually bought it from Fawcett, so then it became under DC banner. But that version of the character from DC came first.
Yeah, so technically Shazam came first with minus all the legal stuff.
Yeah. So it's just like, what the heck, man? Confusing.
Yeah. All right. So it's just a matter of so Tony, what do you believe is the real Marvel then? Marvel.
I think Captain Marvel from DC is the real Marvel because I knew him as Captain Marvel all the way even in through that terrible like fighting game Mortal Kombat versus DC. Like he was still Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah. That's true actually. I remember that. It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it.
It was all right. It's one of those games that no one ever talks about anymore because we pretend it didn't exist. Even though I paid a lot of money for the collector's edition. So yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's technically that's the original one because now I know the backstory and everything.
Yeah,
but then it's just more of the whole legal issue that made everything more confusing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like I can't really fault like Marvel for doing that too, because like DC's been doing some I guess kind of shady things. Not shady.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like purposely confusing marketing. For example.
Oh, okay.
For example, like the TV show Supergirl, right? Kara. Okay, let me just double check that I'm not going crazy. Yeah, okay, I'm not going crazy. So Kara, right? Like is the name of Supergirl. But her name in the comics is Kara Kent. Okay, and then for whatever reason in the TV show they name her Kara Danvers, and I'm like, wait. So you're naming her Kara Danvers, knowing that in a few years the Captain Marvel movie for Marvel will be released with a Carol Danvers.
Oh,
like what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just like, I think they're just what's it called, passive aggressive marketing against each other.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I think it's really cool, like the movie and everything. But it's off track a little bit. But I just felt like she was super overpowered.
Oh,
She's
well,
like the Superman of the Marvel.
yeah, that's what they said when Kevin Feige said that the movie is going to be released. Is that by the time the movie releases, Captain Marvel will be the most powerful character in the entire Marvel movie universe.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
yeah. We'll talk more about it once you watch it.
Yeah. Let's see. So what's your stance? Do you think the DC one's better? Not better, but original.
I mean, I guess now that I know like the story behind everything, technically, yes, it's. I believe it is the original one.
Okay.
But before that, I only knew Captain Marvel, or I guess Miss Marvel.
Uh-huh.
So I only thought of that as Marvel, as the original one. I didn't know of Shazam being the original Captain Marvel.
You know, I feel like Marvel should make a character called Captain DC. just to mess with DC.
Would it be a bad guy?
Actually, no. Wait. DC should make a character called Captain DC to take it first. But then if they do it first, then Marvel will still take it anyway.
So if they have like a character named DC, and they made it a bad guy, and then Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel versus goes up against it, will be Marvel versus DC.
Yes, Marvel versus DC. Hey, that was a thing in the 90s.
No, it is. It was definitely it is. And Marvel versus DC. But now it's more of now DC kind of just died because they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yes,
many times.
Too many times. No, I mean like in the 90s, I'm not saying like in general there was a Marvel DC, but the two companies did come together to make a comic series of Marvel versus DC. Did you know that?
Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
Yeah, I actually had one of the books in that series. It was really cool. So they pit people like Superboy against Robin, or wait, was that it? Or no, Superboy against Spider-Man, the Hulk versus Superman, Batman versus Wolverine, and you know, things like that. And then like at the end of the series, something screwed up happened with the universe, and then the Marvel and DC universe got merged together. And then you had like characters that took traits of both sides, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think Wolverine and Batman, he became the Dark Claw. So I'm trying to remember what else there was. It was called Amalgam Comics. Amalgam Comics. And they had a lot of cool characters. Let me see here.
Yeah, no, it's not the Dark. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. Oh, Superman and Captain America got combined, so they just became Super Soldier, which is kind of a lame name because Captain America is already a Super Soldier.
The Wolverine and Batman one sounds cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, here's a list of amalgam characters. I just want to look at it to see. Let's see. There's teams. Man, I'm just looking at it. I can't believe I read these things back then.
Was it good?
It was okay. So, yeah, Dark Claw. In Dark Claw, it has like, Ra's al Ghul, right? From Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got combined with Apocalypse, so Ra's Apocalypse.
Ra's Apocalypse. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. There was a Justice League Unleashed, so that's funny. DC has a character named Ice, and then Marvel had Iceman, so then they combined to be Iceberg. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know the character of Lobo in DC?
Sounds familiar, but I don't remember. No.
He's like a biker-looking alien bounty hunter. For some reason, he got merged with Howard the Duck. So his character became Lobo the Duck. That's funny.
Lobo the Duck.
Super Soldier, Man of War, Challengers of the Fantastic. What else? The Exciting X Patrol. Oh, this is cool. Iron Lantern.
That's not bad.
The Magnetic Men featuring Magneto. I don't know what that is.
The Magnetic Man.
That just sounds so bad. It's like the worst name for a group.
Magnet.
Wonder Woman and Storm, they joined to become Amazon. Let's see. Doctor Strange Fate. Is Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange.
No, okay, it's not bad.
What do you mean it's not bad? It's the same thing as Ultron Sigma.
I mean, it's not bad. It's only reason I said it's not bad because it's like the 90s.
Oh, okay. This one's cool. Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. That actually has a good ring to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Let's see what else. Oh, and then they also had Magneto and the Magnetic Men. So that's just a reverse of the other one.
That just sounds like a band.
Yeah, pretty much. Speed Demon, Spider Boy, X Patrol. Yeah, Bat Thing.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, X Patrol. Oh, that's cool. They have what the heck? They have Elastigirl. Isn't that from Incredibles?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm good with that. That's not even part of the topic, but okay. Let's see. So, that's so cool. There's Flash Thompson, and it's pretty much Flash Thompson from Marvel, but with the powers of the Flash.
Oh, wait. But then, okay.
Yeah, you know Flash Thompson, right? The bully?
Yeah. I know him, but I'm like, well, he's just a guy that became the Flash then.
Pretty much. I'm the
Yeah,
Flash
like,
Thompson.
Yeah, but I'm like, this is just a regular guy.
Yeah.
It's not even like a superpower.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, which is, what's your favorite hack and slash game from John Layola? I mean, what's your favorite hack and slash game? The question was from John Layola, not that it's a game he made.
But now we have expectations from you, John.
Yeah, John, go make a game.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I did like what do you call it? I did like the DMC, the Devil May Cry series, or the old one in the PlayStation. That was really fun.
When you say DMC, I think of Run DMC, the band.
Run DMC, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had to specify, just to make sure for myself that there's actually DMC and not some other acronyms.
Yeah.
Well, that one was actually really fun and creative, using both guns and swords at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like later on, I enjoyed playing like the Diablo franchise quite a lot.
Huh, I wouldn't actually think of that as a hack and slash, but I guess that works.
Yeah, it's weird. Isn't it a hack and slash, or what's considered hack and slash right now? I'm thinking of like I know like there's platformers, or not platformers, like those 2D stuff back then.
I guess any game that has hacking and slashing, right?
No, that's true. That's true.
Huh.
Then I guess in that sense, then it's gonna be also Devil May Cry. It's pretty fun.
I was just thinking hack and slash. So does the game? What if the game has a computer hacking? Is that a hack and slash game?
Oh, that would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like slashing is also cooking when you slash like stuff up.
Yeah, or hack and slash where you computer hack using the slash button.
Backslash or forward slash?
Wait, isn't there a game called dot like hack or something like that? /hack or something?
I know there's an anime called that.
Yeah, there's a game based off that anime.
Oh, okay.
Huh. So is .hack slash called? Is that considered hack and slash because it has a hack and a slash in the title?
Yeah. .hack//.
Yes. I think I enjoy the Dynasty Warriors series a lot. And also the Zelda version of it. So it was the Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty much just Dynasty Warriors, but with Zelda characters.
Wait, Tony, have you seen Dead Cells, the trailer for, or like the gameplay of it?
I've heard of the game. I don't remember if I saw the gameplay. It's like it's this like Metroidvania game, right?
Yeah, because I know it's Metroidvania and roguelike, but I don't know if it's considered hack and slash as well based on the gameplay.
I think hack and slash doesn't mean that you have like your primary thing is just to destroy stuff. Like go through, level up maybe, but destroy stuff. Like that's your primary thing. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm confused.
Yeah, this term confused me. Why are you confused, this, John?
I just looked up hack and slash. The first thing that shows up is Diablo.
Okay.
Okay. God of War. I like God of War.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's the God of War, but I never played it. So I only played Devil May Cry. That one was pretty fun.
Yeah. The Devil May Cry is good too. And then Bayonetta. Bayonetta looks like... I think I played the demo. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that one looks actually fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, was Castle Crasher hack and slash?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a little bit like on the. I don't know. Oh, I'm looking up the term hack and slash. It says a game that gameplay resembles emphasizes on combat. So I guess any game that emphasizes on combat can be hack and slash.
Oh, okay.
Like apparently Golden Axe is hack and slash.
Golden. Well, if that's the case, then Castle Crash is a hack and slash,
Yeah, I guess so.
and that'll be my top one then.
Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to the mailbag. Give me a minute. Where is the mailbag? Sorry guys, I am looking for the mailbag.
You got mail. You got mail. You got mail. You.
All right, so mailbag. Not next week. I meant last week. Last week the question was, what is the most innovative arcade game? And you can think of that while I pull up the information and read out some of the topics or some of the answers. Let's see. Sorry, people who hear my computer going off. It's my notifications and I haven't turned it off, and that's why you're hearing it. And Quack has no idea what I'm talking about because he doesn't hear it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let me try to mute this. Give me a minute because it is going off too much. Okay. So Bosk Bounty Hunt says Doom. It felt like you were in the game. Any danger could come at you from anywhere. And I know Wolfenstein 3D did it first, but Doom did it better. Sound-wise, visuals, jump scare, truly innovative. All right. Judge Greg says Gauntlet, which is the first 4-player co-op he saw. I agree. Gauntlet and Gauntlet Legends. Kinetic says, holy cow. That is a broad question. So Kinetic is from Enthusiasts as well. He says, do you count VR experiences? Those are on the bleeding edge of applicable tech. Classic stuff, maybe F-Zero AX, included articulated seat and a memory port synced to save data to the home version. Also worth recognition, DDR flip arcades on their heads for the decade. Police 911 with its body tracking system was a unique light gun game. Oh, I forgot about that game. Hard driving, stunt driving had early 3D work and were good attempts to focus on realistic physics. If I knew the first games to sync multiple cabinets together, I'd list that. Maybe a racing game like Daytona USA, or the first game to allow players to save a game and come back to it later, Gauntlet maybe. Sorry for going all over the place, but innovation is what brings me to the dance. So those are a lot of good options too. Talking Crass says a big arcade thug for me was beats his co-host was Time Crisis. Brings back childhood memories. What a game, by the way. 2 pistols, a horde of weird and wonderful rent-a-guns, and not a care in the world. John Layola says Dance Dance Revolution. One Track Gamers, which I thought John Layola was managing, but I guess it's probably Corey or Amanda, says Time Crisis was a step in the right direction for shooter games. Now we have cover shooters. Sword Chomp says probably DDR or Guitar Hero. And then David Tate from the Super Best Friends video game Sleepover says, I'll never forget the first time I saw Pole Position and its life-size steering wheel and gear shifter. It ruined home racing games for me until the N64 introduced the analog stick. The Monster Closet says probably original Street Fighter because I never seen a six button layout side-scrolling fighting game that could produce such complex movesets. But I love the 80s wireframe sit-down cockpit Star Wars coin-op because it was so immersive. So yeah, there was a lot of responses this week.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything that stood out, or do you have any different ones?
Yeah, I guess I have 2. One is an old game called Dragon's Lair.
Oh yeah.
And that's pretty much just like you're watching a movie.
It was like basically a FMV the whole time.
Yeah. So I thought like once I saw that, I was like, oh man, this is super innovative. I don't think even games now, they don't really do that.
Well, that version. Okay, so when I think about that game, I think about that game as the entire game is QuickTime events. Because nowadays it's just QuickTime events.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah,
then I guess that's true. That's like the first QuickTime event that's seamless.
Yeah, like you're just watching a movie, like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one I think would be, I want to say Pac-Man, because it just introduces like Portal.
Oh, okay.
Because then technically you would be bounded to just one box, right? But then by exiting one side and going back to the other side, I thought that was pretty nice.
That is true. I think that was the first time I experienced that kind of like movement too. I think it may have came before though, in like the Mario game, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like either the Mario one, but then or Pac-Man. But I assume Pac-Man was older, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
know
either.
what Mario game you're talking about though.
Yeah, like the one that is in the dark room, and it's like, yeah, sorry, I was gonna say it's in a dark room, and you see turtles that come out of the pipes chasing you, and I'm just like,
Yep.
now it just sounds like you're high, you know?
No, I know. Yeah.
I mean,
It was also like a multiplayer as well.
yeah. I mean, describing that was bad, but if you try to describe Pac-Man, it's worse. It's like you're in the dark room and you see ghosts and you're popping pills. So,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Last week I said Virtual on Cyber Troopers. You remember that game?
No, what you on Cyber Troopers?
Yeah, the arcade cabinet was a sit down, and then you had two joysticks, and then you are controlling a mech, and it's a one-on-one mech fighting game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I played that so much. That was such a good game. So yeah. Okay, cool. What question should we ask this week?
I guess like in the spirit of International Women's Day, it will be like, what's your favorite female superhero?
Okay, that's cool. Who's your favorite female superhero? Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to choose one. I think that's the problem.
So what's the first one that comes to your mind, or what's the one are you debating about?
I mean, the things that come to mind immediately are just Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel because they have movies out.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of...
I think for me, based on recent movies, I like Spider-Gwen.
Oh yeah, Spider-Gwen. She's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen's a good one. But who else? I'm trying to think. I like it when they flip around the story and then the female that was supposedly, the damsel in distress becomes the main character as a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look up like a list of maybe famous superheroines. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's Jean Grey, Black Widow, Elektra, Kitty Pryde, Gamora. Oh yeah, Gamora. I'm just gonna be biased and I'm gonna say Zatanna because she's like a magician.
Of course.
Oh no, I'm gonna switch it. My favorite is Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl. Oh,
Yes.
That's so cool. I want to see it now. Squirrel Girl. So what is she?
She's just.
I mean, besides a squirrel, but
yeah, she's more of like a lighthearted comic where it's a lighthearted kind of superhero, right? Her powers are like talking to squirrels, and she.
That's really good.
I mean, think of Aquaman, right? Like controlling and talking to fish, and then now think of Squirrel Girl with like squirrels.
Oh, how useful is she?
There was like it's not like canon, it's not like the full story, but it's like a side story for fun that Squirrel Girl defeated Thanos. I forgot how. I just remember that being a thing. Let me see.
One of the squirrels took the jewels from his gauntlet.
Oh yeah, because then she just control all the squirrels.
Yeah, and then Thanos would never suspect the squirrels. No one suspected the squirrels.
Did you, let me look up that official thing. Okay, so here it is. When Thanos threatened to end the multiverse as we know it, there was only one hero who could stand up to him, Squirrel Girl. Let's see, what did she say? Okay, Thanos, armed with his titanium abilities, powers, and the blessings of death, fell to Squirrel Girl armed with a squirrel. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the comic panel. I don't know what happens. Man, how? It doesn't say how. Did you make up the thing or was that really how?
No, I made it up.
Oh, okay. Let's see. That is a... I'm really confused.
It's okay. We'll move on.
Okay. So it says it's a running gag that no matter the person, Squirrel Girl somehow manages to beat them. So then they have a list of people like Doctor Doom, the Mandarin, MODOK, Thanos.
She's like the lucky girl in Deadpool.
Yeah, probably. Oh, so in the comic panel, it's like there was no clear indication. It was just strongly implied that she just outfought him. And then they also reference another time when she took out 5 Avengers in 26 seconds, and then she took out 6 Avengers in 22 seconds. Like, she's just really good at fighting.
The Squirrel Girl, the mysterious hero that saves everybody or that can defeat anybody.
Huh. It's interesting. Yeah. So it's the panel is just Thanos is on the floor and then she's like cleaning off her hands. And then, one of the watchers says, "Congratulations, Squirrel Girl. By defeating Thanos, you have saved the universe, the entire multiverse." but there's no like, there's no actual image of her fighting him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I just saw like another comic of like the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. There's like issue 4 and 5 and all that stuff. So it's just like the end results of each battle. You don't really see what happened.
Oh, okay. So everything is just off screen. Well, there is one that has
Yeah.
a picture of her defeating Doctor Doom, and it's just squirrels like all over him. Yeah, he's like just overwhelmed by squirrels that are just on his armor, and then there's like little words on there that say click, click, click. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, Squirrel Girl, because she could defeat anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's move on to game time. Alright, so we'll probably do one game. What topic do you want me to do for the heads up game?
Well, why don't we... One game is just one of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do like the Marvel vs. DC merger characters?
Oh, really? I thought I named all of them to you.
Oh, that was all of them.
Well, let me see.
Well, now I know, I guess.
Oh,
But,
I guess.
okay.
Let me just look it up then.
Okay, never mind. We could choose a different one.
No, I think there's still a lot of them I didn't say yet. So
Okay, sure. We could try it.
So what am I doing? Like, what am I supposed to be doing?
Just the name of the list of characters that were like the merger characters from DC and Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the topic. You give me the hint,
Okay.
I will try to find out what the name of those characters are.
Okay. Some of them are
Yeah,
pretty bad.
so
like,
horrible and lame, isn't it?
some of them you will not know.
Oh, I know. I'm counting on it.
Okay. All right. Can you time it then?
Sure. Hold on. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Hyena. Good luck with that one.
Lion King.
What?
Laugh.
Okay. Keep thinking about it.
Hyena. Lion King. Jackal.
Am I supposed to help you or something, or I'm not even sure how this works?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pause it. It's pretty much just like it's like how we play normal heads up,
Okay.
but then I'm supposed to figure out the character name.
Okay. Oh, you mean
Okay.
you're trying to figure out the merged character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just gave you the merged character.
Oh, you're trying to give me like what was it merged with?
Yeah. So Hyena was Joker and Sabretooth.
Oh yeah, I would have never gotten that at all.
I know. Okay. Okay. How about the other way then? I'll try to give you the clue in which these are the characters that they try to merge, and you get you give the final name then.
Yeah. Let's do that instead.
Okay, start
let's
the timer
restart.
over.
Yeah, ready?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. This guy throws cards in the X-Men, and then this other guy is the evil son of the first Green Lantern.
Gambit and Evil Sun. I don't know the Evil Sun, the first man.
Oh, okay. So it's a type of rock that's black.
Black Rock.
I think so.
Ash. No. Suit. No.
What's the
Opal.
opposite of an acute angle?
Obtuse.
Okay, now what's a rock that starts with the same syllable?
Opal.
And it said what?
What the hell?
Okay.
I'm trying to see the
I'll just tell you it. Okay, this is obsidian. So okay, now you have Gambit and Obsidian. What do they become?
Gambidian.
You know what? You're never gonna get this one. I'm just gonna move on. It's gonna be Wraith. So it has nothing to do with the two guys.
Okay.
Okay, how about this one? DC has a character named Starfire. She shoots fire, and then Marvel has this like ninja character called Shatterstar. What do they become?
Star.
No.
Firestar.
No. Keep going.
Fire. Star.
Remember, it's Starfire and Shatterstar.
Shadowfire.
No.
Fire Shadow.
No, it's longer.
Fire Shadow Star.
Close.
Shadow Fire Star.
Close. You are saying the right words, just in the wrong order.
Shadow. Star Fire Shadow.
Should I just give it to you?
Okay, time's up.
Okay. It's Shatter Starfire.
Oh, God dang it.
Okay.
Oh, stupid star in the middle.
How about this? Okay, just continue. Just do another 2 minutes. We'll do something else.
Okay, sure.
Not
Ready?
something else, actually. We'll do the same thing. But
Okay, starting.
I'll do easier ones.
Okay, starting.
Okay. So Carol Danvers and Billy Batson.
Okay. I don't know who Billy Batson is, but Marvel, Shamarvel, Captain Shamarvel.
Billy Batson is you know how he says Shazam and stuff. That's,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I did Shamarvel.
No.
Shazam and Marvel.
What's Shazam's real name?
I don't know.
No, like what is he's the original, right? So what is that?
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Okay. Now how do you combine them?
Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
No, it's actually just Captain Marvel. So
Okay, I was like, what?
okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There's a character in the Fantastic Four that's made of rock. Do you remember him?
Yeah. The thing.
Okay. And then there's a character in Marvel called Rocky Grimm, and I think he has like 4 arms or something.
Okay.
Okay. So what is their combination called?
Grim things. Thing grim. 4 things.
Keep going. You're closer with the number.
6 things.
No.
7 things.
You're right with the number.
6. Oh, so it is 4 things. Things are 4.
For what?
4-arm thing.
Yes, 4-arm thing. Okay, that was the name.
God. Yes.
Let's see. Oh, this one you already heard. Iron Man and the Green Lantern.
Okay. Iron Lantern.
Yeah. Aquaman and Namor the Submariner.
Aqua Submarine.
Close. I heard timer's up.
Aquamarine, yeah.
Yeah, it's Aquamariner.
Oh, okay. Time's up.
Okay. Darn.
But I like the 4. At least I got one legitimately.
Yeah. Oh man, that was tough.
Yeah, but I hope like our listeners learned something. They now know like the useless names that are combined.
This is so stupid. There's this one that is a combination of Kid Flash with Ghost Rider, and he's just basically like his character is a Ghost Rider, but he runs fast, and he's called a Kid Demon.
What's the point?
And then Doctor Doom, and then Doomsday is Doctor Doomsday.
Oh, but I'm okay with it just because it's like the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, this one's let's see. Speed Demon is Ghost Rider with the Flash. Let's see. Yeah, they just have like really weird names. Oh my gosh, Darkseid and Thanos became Thanoside.
It's never Darknose or something like that.
Yeah.
Thanoside. I mean, at least Thanoside is punny.
Yeah. What? Oh, so there's a character in DC called Orion, and then he is like a super like he's okay. Basically, they combine him with Thor, right? And they call him Thor Orion. Oh man. Okay. I'm just gonna move on to the final lap.
Yeah. Let's just get away from that.
All right. What did we say? Oh yeah, follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, all of that stuff.
Yep. And then also check out our friend Steve with themindfieldbuilder.com. And then I don't know if my other friend Vince is still streaming anymore or doing anything like that, so I don't know if I should be promoting it.
Oh, you don't know?
No, because he's been doing it. He's not doing it as often as before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it.
Huh. Let me check because I'm subscribed to he had a few videos. There was a video posted 2 weeks ago, so it's still fairly recent.
Okay. Well. If that's the case, then also check out my friend Vince at Hypeman Vince for the handle for YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything but Twitch.
Yeah. All right. Cool. A streamer that uses everything but Twitch. Okay. Makes total sense.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess that's it. So no time for time travel. Signing off. Hurdy Warp Speed. See ya.
Bye.
I loved Power Glove.
Come with me if you want to live.
I loved Power Glove.
No time for time travel.